So my question this week deals with how has God used your past jobs, maybe your first couple jobs, to get you where you are today? We often forget about our past, but I believe how God uses the past is to teach us how to be faithful in the present. And I asked a question on our Facebook page, /Saddleback Online, and I want you to engage on there. This idea, what was your first job? And it was interesting. I was reading over our community, and people were saying stuff like, I worked at McDonald's. One said, I worked at as a busboy, and he actually said terrible, and I thought of Charles Barkley, terrible, that's just terrible. And it got me thinking about my first job, and my first couple of jobs. And one of my first jobs is that I became a Christian really early on, and they would pay a couple students from the high school ministry at my old church just to sharpen pencils, pick weeds, mow, weed whack, and edge, and just do anything on a Saturday. And so I decided to do it. You weren't making a lot of money, but it was just an excuse for me to be at church more. And I remember something that was really big is that I got these keys, and it was keys to our church. And I remember how big of a deal that was to me, that I had keys to my church. And that was something really important. And when I think back, I think about how much God used that time as building moments to where I am today. People, and I know because I'm close to this age, have this myth that you're going to get your first job, your dream job right away. And the reality is, no, you're going to have to do a lot of odd jobs in between now and then to get that dream job, if you know what you want. And I want to ask you, how has God used your past to help get you where you are right now? And let's focus in on jobs. How has God used old jobs as teaching moments, training moments to get you where you are now? And if you are in a place where you don't know what's next, I want to challenge you to look back on your past and look how God has gotten you through valleys and helped you get through those times and give you a little hope to where you're at right now. Well, again, let's have a little bit of a discussion on our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/SaddlebackOnline or answer it on, if you're watching on YouTube, answer it right below or on our blog. But let's talk about how has God used your past jobs to get you where you're at today. And let's talk about this idea that God has a destiny for you, that God did not create you out of just nothingness, that the idea that God created you for a purpose, and God has shaped you and used every moment of your life to get you where you are right now. So how has God used your past jobs to get you ready for where you're at now or where you're going? And let's have a little bit of a conversation.